Hey there, history buffs and movie fanatics. Welcome to our deep dive into Spartacus in popular culture versus the real history. You know, Spartacus, gladiator, rebel. One of the most enduring figures from ancient Rome, Spartacus has captivated audiences for centuries. Today, we'll explore how movies and TV have portrayed this iconic figure and compare it to historical facts. From Kirk Douglas's legendary performance to the gritty realism of the Stars series, we'll separate the Hollywood embellishments from the historical realities. Get ready to uncover the man behind the myth, the legend behind the rebellion. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's journey back in time to explore the fascinating world of Spartacus, where history and Hollywood collide. Before we dive into the epic world of swords and sandals, let's rewind a bit. Spartacus wasn't just some dude who decided to pick a fight with Rome for fun. He was a product of his time, when the Roman Republic was a powerful, expanding empire. Spartacus likely hailed from Thrace, now modern-day Bulgaria. He wasn't born into slavery, he was probably a soldier before being captured. Picture this, Spartacus, forced into the brutal world of gladiatorial combat. In 73 BCE, Spartacus and fellow gladiators dared to fight back. They broke free, armed with whatever they could find, igniting a massive slave revolt. Spartacus quickly rose to prominence, uniting slaves, gladiators, and shepherds. Their rebellion, known as the Third Servile War, sent shockwaves through Rome. Fast forward to 1960, the Cold War is raging, and Hollywood gives us its own take on the Spartacus story with a star-studded epic directed by Stanley Kubrick. Think epic battles, sweeping landscapes, and Kirk Douglas delivering an unforgettable performance as the titular hero. Kubrick's Spartacus wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural event. It tapped into the anxieties of the time, the fear of communism, the struggle for civil rights. Spartacus, the slave who dared to challenge an empire, became a symbol of rebellion against tyranny. The film takes some creative liberties, of course. It adds fictional characters and subplots to heighten the drama and romance. There's a love story between Spartacus and Varinia, a slave woman, and a rivalry with a fellow gladiator, Draba. Remember that brutal scene where captured slaves are forced to fight to the death? Historically accurate? Not quite. While gladiatorial combat was brutal, there's no evidence that captured rebels were forced to fight each other in this way. And what about that iconic line, "I am Spartacus"? Pure Hollywood magic, my friends. While stirring, it's a fictional invention that adds an extra layer of defiance to Spartacus's character. But despite these dramatic flourishes, Spartacus remains a powerful film. It captures the spirit of rebellion, the thirst for freedom, and the brutality of Roman slavery. Let's jump ahead a few decades to the 21st century. The year is 2010, and the Stars Network unleashes Spartacus Blood and Sand, a television series that reimagines the Spartacus story for a new generation. Think graphic violence, intense sexuality, and a healthy dose of historical fiction. This is not your grandfather's Spartacus. The series embraces a grittier, more visceral style, pushing the boundaries of television with its explicit content. It's a world where blood flows freely, and the line between hero and villain is often blurred. Andy Whitfield, in a star-making performance, embodies Spartacus as a fierce warrior driven by vengeance. He's not just fighting for freedom, he's fighting for the memory of his beloved wife, Sura, who is ripped away from him early in the series. The series delves deeper into the world of gladiatorial combat, exploring the relationships between gladiators, their trainers, and the Roman elite who control their fate. We see the brutal training regimes, the rivalries, and the camaraderie that develops between these men, forced to fight for their lives. Spartacus doesn't shy away from the brutality of Roman slavery. From the moment Spartacus drew his sword and defied Rome, his story has echoed through the ages, finding new life in the pages of literature. It's a story that has captivated writers for centuries, inspiring them to reimagine his struggle, explore his motivations, and grapple with the themes of freedom, oppression, and rebellion. One of the most famous literary adaptations is Howard Fast's 1951 novel, Spartacus. Fast, a renowned historical novelist, brought Spartacus to life for a new generation, humanizing the legendary figure and exploring the social and political forces that fueled his rebellion. He delved into the minds of both the oppressed and the oppressors, painting a vivid picture of Roman society during the time of the slave revolts. Fast's novel wasn't just a gripping tale of rebellion, though. It was a reflection of his own time, a time when the world was grappling with the rise of fascism and the fight for social justice. Spartacus, the slave who dared to challenge an empire, became a symbol of hope for those fighting for a better world. But Fast wasn't the only one drawn to Spartacus's story. Over the years, countless other writers, poets, and playwrights have incorporated Spartacus into their works, each offering their own unique interpretation of the legend. From epic poems to historical dramas, Spartacus has transcended the boundaries of time and language, his story told and retold in countless forms. Spartacus's story didn't end on that bloody battlefield centuries ago. His legacy has continued to resonate throughout history, his name whispered in hushed tones by those yearning for freedom and justice. He has become a symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope for the oppressed, his story inspiring countless individuals and movements throughout the ages. From the French Revolution to the Haitian Revolution, Spartacus's name has been invoked by those seeking to overthrow tyrannical regimes and fight for liberty. He has become a rallying cry for the marginalized, a testament to the power of collective action against seemingly insurmountable odds. In the 20th century, Spartacus's story took on new meaning during the civil rights movement and the fight against apartheid. His image adorned protest signs, his name chanted at rallies, his struggle a source of inspiration for those battling racial segregation and discrimination. Even today, Spartacus's legacy continues to inspire artists, activists, and everyday people around the world. His story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure. It teaches us that the fight for freedom is never truly over, that the pursuit of justice requires courage, sacrifice, and an unwavering belief in the power of hope. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more historical deep dives. We love digging into the past and exploring how it shapes our present. Let us know in the comments which portrayal of Spartacus you found most interesting. Was it Kirk Douglas's iconic performance, the gritty realism of the Stars series, or maybe a literary take on the story? We're always up for a good history discussion. And remember, history isn't just about dusty textbooks and ancient ruins. It's a story that's still being written today. So go out there, be curious, ask questions, and never stop exploring the fascinating world around us.